warm good afternoon to each one of you who've joined us for this session today on a very special day, which is the National Girl Child Day. This day was not very recent, was recently introduced into our society in 2008 by the Ministry of Women and Child Development. So it was not very long ago. And ever since then, we have been celebrating this day to raise the awareness and enlighten everyone about the rights of a girl child and about the issues that a girl commonly faces. So on this special day today, we have a special discussion also on the Ankura Knowledge Hub platform by Dr. Pujita Mainini. Welcome, ma'am, and a very warm good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So today, Madam is an obstetrician and gynecologist, and besides, she also specializes in high-risk pregnancies and minimally invasive and laparoscopic surgeries, and practices at Ankura Hospital for Women and Children. Ma'am, we are taking up a very unique topic of discussion today, which is partners' role in labor, pregnancy, and childbirth. So first of all, I would want to know from you, why are we taking up this specific discussion?
Yeah, as you have already told, Vandita, National Girl Child Day is celebrated on Jan 24th every year to raise awareness about the inequality girls face in her life, and to create an equal environment and opportunity for a girl. And most of the times the topics that are discussed are about educational inequality, nutritional inequality, and inequality that a girl faces in a work front. But the topic like the father's role in parenting and equality in parenting is not discussed very often, and which is a very important topic to be discussed, because due to lack of awareness and knowledge, the responsibility of parenting is always burdened on the mother because of lack of awareness and knowledge among the society. So today I have chosen this topic because parenting doesn't start from the day the baby is born or from the day the baby attains a certain age. It starts from planning the pregnancy to pregnancy, labor and delivery and postpartum period. It starts there, and then it continues when the process of parenting starts there. That is when equal, joyous and memorable parenting happens with both the partners involved in it, because a parenting is not a single person's job. It's the involvement of both the partners equally.
Ma'am, as you said, ma'am, parenting starts right since the time the pregnancy started being planned. So I am sure many people would want to know what is the role that a partner can play at this time when a woman's life changes.
Yeah, the thing is, pregnancy, parenting and birth is a very, very special and memorable thing, as well as very stressful thing as well. So at the time of planning itself, a woman and a man, the couple should be very prepared to face all the challenges they encountered during pregnancy and parenting together. So the process is memorable and fruitful. So during pre-pregnancy, that is pregnancy planning, the couple can go for a pregnancy counseling and identify any risk factors they have got for pregnancy, and take any medication that may be needed for a healthy pregnancy. And if they can make some lifestyle modifications which may affect the pregnant and the child which will be born in the future, like if they have any lifestyle problems like alcohol or smoking, the partner can refrain on those things before planning the pregnancy itself, because these are the things that will have a very strong impact on the child's future. So these things can be controlled before pregnancy itself. And if there are any problems in the relationship, they can work on it through a counselor. So the baby, when the baby comes, the baby comes into a very nurturing, fruitful environment and grows into a healthy and proper citizen. Yeah.
Right. Ma'am, similarly, like when after planning pregnancy comes the duration of pregnancy, which brings some major changes in a woman's life. Ma'am, you
Yes.
being, you must be encountering so many women every day, and I'm sure you must be well aware of their needs. So, what role can a partner play, or their loved ones can play, and what would you want to suggest them?
Yeah. Pregnancy, a woman changes physically, all the hormones change in her body. She changes mentally and as well as emotionally. So she depends on her partner for the support in all the aspects. So many men, due to lack of awareness, they are confused themselves to how not knowing how to support their partner during pregnancy. So creating awareness among men how to support during pregnancy will help in nurturing their bond and bonding with the newborn baby once the baby arrives. So during the pregnancy, the partner can support her emotionally, because due to hormonal changes, the pregnant female can uh, encounter a lot of emotional turmoils like anger spikes or any crying spells. So when a partner, rather than reacting to the emotions, he can just be give a listening ear and be attentive and supportive. And other than that, he can help her choose the gynecologist who they want to visit. He can help do the research and advise her, and collaboratively help her to choose the gynecologist or the hospital they want to deliver in. He can accompany her to the antenatal visits or ultrasound scans and everything, especially when the pregnant women is due for any vaccinations or blood tests. No one wants to be investigated. Like, no one wants a needle prick in them, and everyone is afraid of it. So especially during those times, if he is just present there, that gives a lot of support to the mother, and she feels safe. And he can also accompany her to the ultrasound scans, because a mother can feel that due to the mother nature have given women with enormous power to procreate, but that doesn't mean her partner can't enjoy and experience all those beautiful moments with her. So when, if he can accompany her to the ultrasound, the sonologist can show him the parts of the baby, the beating heart and the expressions the baby puts up on a 3D or whatever. So he can enjoy and experience the pregnancy along with his partner and connect to the baby emotionally, which is not naturally given to him by nature, but he can connect to the baby emotionally through these things and feeling the movements and everything. And other thing is, he can accompany her to the antenatal classes, because these antenatal classes they have a lot of information and will help with a lot of knowledge, and the partner's doubts can also be cleared. So accompanying her to the antenatal classes, learning the exercises that a pregnant woman should do during pregnancy, and helping her do those things, because due to the physical changes, a pregnant woman may not be able to do those exercises on her own. So helping her every day do those things, all these help the pregnant woman feel very safe emotionally, and which reflects on the pregnancy as well, and help in a healthy pregnancy.
Right, ma'am. Ma'am, and besides, I believe that the family sometimes pressurizes a woman too much when she's pregnant. Don't do
Yes,
this,
true.
do that. Now, if you
Yes.
do this, if you do show more anger, your child will become like this. They don't understand the hormonal changes going behind. So it's
Yes.
extremely essential. If they accompany the woman, they may themselves come to know and become medically aware, and maybe
Aware.
they help
Yes.
her better. Sure,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, besides, ma'am, when it comes to labor too is believed to be one of the most severe pain that any woman would ever experience. And I'm
Yes.
sure any woman would, start having those threats since, long back, that what will it happen? How will it be
Yeah.
like?
Yeah.
So
True.
what
True.
can be a partner's role to make this a better experience for her?
Yeah. Just as we have already discussed, just being there can make the pregnant woman feel safe. Being there and being empathetic about her pain will reduce the pain perception in her.
Right.
Yeah, and WHO has also stressed on a presence of companion during labor, so that it has reinforced the presence of companion in the partogram itself, saying presence of companion is very needful for a labor to progress well. So just being there and relieving the stress reduces the stress hormones and cortisols and everything. So the mother feels relaxed and the labor progresses well.
Hmm.
And he can also give emotional support. And when a partner accompanies the mother during labor, he can also experience a once in a lifetime opportunity of experiencing the baby, his own child coming out and having its first breath.
Right.
And going through this difficult, the most difficult time of a woman's life, going through it together even enhances the bond between the couple,
Right.
as well as helps in bonding of the couple with the newborn baby later.
Right, right. Ma'am, when it comes, the pregnancy, labor is one thing. Like after the baby is born, the world for both the partners changes. Like I wouldn't have said that if I was not a mother, but ever since my child's born, life for me has changed. But
Yes.
when it comes to parenting, it's mother who's the one who's looked for behind. Like when the
Yes.
need of the child arises, it's the mother that we are looking for.
Yes.
But is only the mother responsible for parenting? And what can the partner understand about parenting, the most important aspect of all of this?
All this discussion we had till now just led to is the pre-discussion of what we want to actually discuss. This is the actual time when a partner can be more involved in it, because the mother and the baby is born and it's physically present there. So this is the time the partner can be of the most use, because postpartum labor is a very sternest maneuver. So for a woman to recover from that, uh, delivery takes weeks to months. From 6 weeks to 6 months, the women may take to recover from that. So a partner can be most useful by just staying there, taking care of the baby when the mom is not breastfeeding or resting. Help burping the baby. So mother feeds the baby, and if the father helps in burping the baby, the mother can relax for a little while. And even studies have proven that the women who are not supported well postpartum are more prone to postpartum depressions than women who are supported by their partners. So, physical, mental, and emotional support is most valuable at this postpartum phase, and the father can help by taking care of the other chores in the house, or taking care of the first child if this is the second delivery that the woman is having, taking care of the needs of the first child. So these things can be done. And training before, even during pregnancy, training himself for parenting, like newborn care, how it's not only the mom's job to change the diaper, so he can do that to help mom in things like that and taking care of the baby as
Right, ma'am. I think, as you had rightly said, this is, one of the most, when it comes to equality, we've been talking about a lot of things, but this is where the actual need of the
well.
partners
Even
arise.
women who are very evolved and who are progressive, women and men who are very progressive and who are economically, financially stable and independent also face inequality in this aspect of their life,
Right.
because of, not because that the man doesn't want to help, but they don't know how to.
Right, right. So I'm sure many men would understand after having hearing from you the importance that they can play, the role that they can play in along with their partner. So ultimately, as you know, it's one man and one woman. So, but the baby is yours, even if the
Yes.
woman is the one who's bearing it. It's both of you are all child who's going to be born. So be it their health, be it the emotional support for the woman, the environment ultimately will contribute to it. So it was a beautiful discussion, ma'am, to hear on a National Girls Child Day. So, which, as we said, is a really important day which the society celebrates in many forms, and a wonderful contribution which Ankura Hospital for Women and Children has made on this day today is some privileges for girl children. So if you have a baby girl, so consultation for them, the charges will be waived off. So on the birth of girl child at Ankura today also, there are some perks which you can go on this page in which we are viewing this video, or also on their Instagram page, and you can follow up with them. So I think it's a great gesture on the team's part, and I believe all of you all who are watching this come up with some such small things or initiatives from your part, so that we as a society can probably
It's a
attain the true
combination of
gender.
small things, not a large gestures.
Absolutely, ma'am. Absolutely. Anything which you would want to tell your audience before we end the discussion today?
Yeah, that the thing is, birthing and parenting is a joint effort.
Right.
So be making it that way will make the family flourish and grow and make the small moments memorable.
Sure. Thank you so much, ma'am. It was wonderful to have you. Thank you for your time, and thank you, the audience, for joining us.